Not just fund managers in a bearish mood these days. Main Street, too, is in a negative mindset on the economy. And Steve Leisman is here to explain. Hi, Steve.
Kelly, yeah, unfortunately, with the CNBC All-America Economic Survey this quarter, we're breaking records, but not the best kind of records, the worst kind of records. If you take a look at our poll of 1,000 people across the country, what you'll find is that 69% are pessimistic about the current situation in the economy, and they're pessimistic about the future. That's an all-time high. 53%, a record high, are saying the economy will get worse, and 24% saying it's a bad time to invest. That's a record low. The middle one there, I forgot to tell you, is a record high. I want to explain to you how we got here. Usually when people are negative about the current situation, they think things will get better. You can see that in the data from 2008, when 95% thought the economy was lousy, but 39% thought the economy would get better. It's not the case right now. If you take a look, 85% think the economy is fair or poor, but only 19% or 18% see improvement. And one of the reasons, if we look down and we dig down further, we look at what's happening with wages versus inflation. Just 5% say that their wages are going up faster than inflation. 26% tell us they're staying about even, but 67% believe they're falling behind when it comes to inflation. Now, there is a bit of good news, or one other piece of bad news, which is that 66% think we're in a recession now or going to be in one soon, but only 16% are worried about their job security, including a chunk of people who don't believe there's going to be a recession. 83% are not worried, and some of those folks think there's going to be a recession. So job security is one positive thing, and jobs, of course, we know are a positive thing, but we're not seeing that show up in the overall views of the economy. Inflation appears to be dominating, and recession fears.
Well, and like we were saying last year, inflation is the recession, right? For when the consumer sentiment survey bottomed last June, when gas prices and inflation peaked, that was them saying, I don't care about the business cycle. I care that my situation is bad and feels horrible. You know, I'm curious how all of these data, did we have this back in like 07, 08, 09, how it would stack up to back then?
Yeah, we did. And the trouble is that there's not the optimism out there for the future. It's one thing to have a lousy view of the current situation, but not have necessarily, right now, they don't have a positive view. I think some of that is on the political leadership here, that they haven't really shown that there's a way out of the inflation problem, either at the Fed or necessarily in the administration, because what it means is higher interest rates, and people are telling us that they're not taking out loans, they're less likely to buy a car, less likely to do a whole bunch of things because of high interest rates.
No, I think this is so important as we, on the macro level, debate the data. This is what consumers feel. You can say they have tons of cash, but
the only good part about that, I can tell you, Kelly, is that about 1 in 5 Americans are going to do something right now to take advantage of higher interest rates. Buying a money market, a CD, or something like that.
And that will crash the banks, but it's all going to be high. Steve, stay with us.